Hi guys, welcome back to Reed's World and welcome back to Behind the Webtoon. Everything was happening. My freaking light was falling, my phone was going off. What a morning. Okay, so last time we did inking and sketching. Today we will be laying down the flats and rendering the 4 pages that I redid. So it's gonna be an exciting day. I really had to restrain myself. I said I was gonna film myself putting down the flats and rendering these pages because I wanted to do it last night when it was really dark and I didn't have really good lighting at the time. I mean, I could have did a late night sketch, but I'd be like, by the time that night falls, I'm tired of sitting at my desk and I want to sit at the couch. I want to watch some TV. I want to clock out. But if you guys want to see how my setup looks at night, it looks okay. Like, it doesn't look bad. Like, I came a long way. It looks good. Anyways. So today we're going to be sitting down the flats. We're going to be rendering. And we're going to be doing the backgrounds, lettering, and stuff like that. Basically, finalizing our pages before putting it into Webtoon and Tapas. So that's so exciting. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you chose my channel to watch today. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the views. Just thank you. Let's continue and put out new videos. Let's connect. Let's do what it do. All right, let's go. So I'm thinking that we can make this background blue because I don't know, I associate blue with like techie. So let's make it like teal blue to have that techie effect. And then I'm gonna blur it. Add a little noise to it. Yeah. Now, in this chapter, I have it where the background is like this green color because the wallpaper of the room that they are in is green. Okay, that's not a good example. Yeah. I lightened it up because you kind of see the mood lightening up. And I made the background blue because his background calling screen is blue. I should have made that white because it's hard to see, but you see the print. With past backgrounds, they're like this greenish dark color. So I'm gonna make that again. So go right down because it's been a minute since I worked on this. So I don't remember what color I used. Okay, the picture here. We're gonna see. All right, let's go back to the page we're working on, and let's move that down, and let's just come in here with some color so they kind of merge. So these two worlds that was once separated are now merging again. In that like transition kind of way. And then I'm gonna add a layer. Use a darker color. You remember that pattern I used on the other background? I'm gonna use it here again. If I can find which one I used. Yeah, it was this one. Excellent, excellent. I pinned it. So I pinned the pattern I used. And that sort of works, you know? Like right now, it's kind of hard to see the people, but we're going to use the flats and see how it's gonna look. Usually I come in with the multiply and things like that, but today I'm just gonna start with the flats. I'm gonna rename that to flats, because on top of it is the inking I did, and then on top of that is the dialogue. So we kind of got it like organized. Let's start at the top. Okay, you got Sage looking like kind of claustrophobic in this screen because he has it like real close to his face. So let's color him in, shall we? Oh, look at that, we're missing a leg. So I'm gonna go to Sage's palette. Right there. That's selected. Then I'm gonna go to the inking layer. I should name this right. I should name it. Oops. Almost forgot to change my bit. No, that's usually on the side. There we go. There we go. That looks a lot better. I got it here too, seemingly, because I copied and pasted. Seemingly so. I don't know how I missed that, but nope, missed that again. I thought I went over this, guys, but people make mistakes. You see me like chilled out because I got all the hard part done. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again, shall we? And I like to bring up the reference page. Yeah, that's one of the references I use for Jobby. So, oh, some of my graphic design work, but let me find the character design sheet that I did for this chapter of Sage. That's how he should be looking. Right. I'll put this mic down. Oh, funny. Now this is how I usually filled it in. You know, it doesn't get all the edges or anything like that. But like a month or two ago, learn how to do it a different way. That's more preferred. Which is using the selection tool. Something I should be using, perhaps. But I'm kind of in a rush. I usually do different layers. But I'm just trying to get this done so I can start on other things. I've really been procrastinating on finishing this because I know I didn't have a lot left. But left me kind of dreading it. And like, if I don't like finish them all around the same time, I feel kind of disconnected from my work, you know? Because mind you, I do this like a few weeks in advance. But so I put the hair in a different layer because it's the furthest to the back. Now, so right now Sage's eyes aren't pure white. They're a little bit, I wouldn't say red, but like not red. His teeth. Everybody got like an off-white teeth. I'm going to show you how an easier, faster way to do filling up your flats. But this is just my default of how I be doing these backgrounds. Like, I don't know why I do this to myself. Like, I know it's harder, but it makes it feel like I'm coloring. It's a nice color. I'm going to add that. Okay, now I need to look at what can I delete. Because I'm telling you, how do I have all these? How do I have all of these layers out? Okay. Like, I don't know a good color for the tongue because I don't want it to match his lip color. Honestly, since he's in chibi form, I don't care. I'm not gonna do a lip. I'm not gonna do a lip. Nope. I almost forgot that I also forgot the freaking earrings. Boo. See, that's why you need to go back and look at your work. I thought I did, but it didn't look good enough. Didn't look good enough. I'm probably going to shade the sunglasses in with a multiply layer. That's just the easiest. And I would go, you know, but then I got to change my color palette. So I'm just going to go to the next panel. This time I'm going to use the selection tool. How did I forget the earrings on the first one, but not this one? Must be ADHD. You hear the dog next to me. He's a husky. He misses his parents. You see how much easier that is? Why do I torture myself? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I be turning this canvas every which way. Look at that messed up. That's just how I do it, y'all. I'm not perfect. Now, I usually do my voiceover after, but I'm afraid I don't have time to redo it. So let's just do a 2-for-1. You're just going to get a whole bunch of home noises like my dog barking. You know, that's her 9 to 5. So, you know, who am I to stop her hustle? You know. So I just live life around her and go about my day. You see, back to my old habits. I said I was going to use the selection tool. Here I am not. So when I do the chibis, I don't put too much thought into making it perfect because people aren't looking for perfect. Unless you are, not gonna get perfect here. Sorry. I know my commentary is everywhere, but I know what I mean. I needed to get this video up. I needed y'all to know that I care, I listen, I don't judge. Yeah. Add that same hair to the background. I can mess up a little bit because it's the background. Well, it's behind him. I wouldn't say it's the background, it's just behind him. So I try not to make things too hard for myself because who wants to do things harder and not smarter? No one. No, it's not true. I was just doing things harder and not smarter. Don't listen to me. Go ahead and tune me on out. You see that? See that wobbly hand I had? Now I can make this line right here a little skinnier, but who cares? Who cares right now? I just noticed that for next time. Like I can make my lines more varied, you know, but I don't care to do that at the moment. Yeah. Look at me skipping steps. I'm like, well, I already have this color, so let's just fill the stuff in. And it's so zoomed out, I'm like, who cares about that? Who cares? But you got to zoom my shit in. Who cares? You shouldn't care. You shouldn't. So in this panel, Sage got called back to the front of the tattoo shop by Javi. She's like, come on, Goldilocks, let's get this over with. Mind you, these two people don't really know each other like that. They're just neighbors. And Javi is suspicious of him for some reason. And he don't know if she's hot or cold, honestly. He don't know how to take her for real. Who would? That girl. So like he's not mad, but it's like, all right, don't do too much. Oh, I almost put that on the wrong there. Not too much on my name. You see in this picture, I got his hair to the front, but in this one, I got it to the back. You know, hair moves, okay? Sue me. Sue me, sue me, sue me. Okay. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I go back and I fill it in. Considering my method before, I'm a superstar. Okay, I'm doing a lot better. I just get used to doing it a certain way. That I have to remember that is an easier way to do this, girl. I feel like if I put it right here, it'd be a good position. see, with a blue background, you can see all the things that I missed. Overlapped. Gotta go back in. Now you could add a different layer so that doesn't happen. But I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that today. I usually, when I do this, I'm listening to music. But you know how YouTube is. Copyright. They're gonna be like, you don't own that music. I don't got time for it. Darn it. Did I delete? Did I freaking... Okay. Freaking... No. See. I be having a backup color palette. Sometimes I forget. And I would accidentally delete a swatch that I actually need. Actually, yeah, let's close that. You got that. Okay, we have another piece where he's right here. Okay, dang it. Take your time, take your time. You're just gonna rush yourself, are you? Don't get dizzy, y'all. Stay with me. That's just the easiest for me, spinning this bad boy around. Okay, don't get mad at me. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna add the jewelry later. You can see it clipped over that. This down. I'm glad I used a different layer. It's not what pissed me off. Not what pissed me off. Alright. I dig that. See, I gotta be careful because this layer is on top of the belt. And I don't want it to overlap. Yeah. I did that. And then I can add the skin. I'm gonna be adding the tattoos later. Don't let me forget. It's up to y'all. You know? Gotta make sure I remember, guys. Yes, I know it's an easier way to switch between the brushes, but I don't like it on my iPad. It's something new to learn, and I don't got time for that. I told y'all I'm getting to know Clip Studio. Okay, my brain can only handle so much. I gotta learn. Well, I already learned Illustrator, all the Adobe programs. because I do graphic design. I finally had learned how to use IBS Paint last year. And then I was hearing all this good stuff about Clip Studio. I was like, I got vector layers and junk like that, so that my comics can look better when I publish them, and they won't look all rastered. At least my lines. So I said I would dedicate some time to learn that, which I will. I just gotta take care of some things. I got projects lined up. I got paintings that I need to start knocking out. I only finished one so far, and I need to do the rest. But you know, Webtoon loves consistency. Like, this is the most that I've been consistent with Hyrith. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I think I'm going on what? Guys, I've been consistent for 7 months. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. And I totally transformed my desk area. Like, y'all, I really invested in myself. I just don't know. Oop, not ever. I just don't know. I just don't know. Like, I went from a freaking small desk, like a $25 desk, to the desk that I have now, and it's so perfect. So guys, I have not made a palette for the person he's talking to, and I don't remember what his reference picture is. So from now on, this is how he's gonna look. Okay. So this right here, getting back on task. This right here is Sage's uncle. His uncle that he lived with for 8 years. They have a good relationship. So Sage has moved back to their hometown in the state of Oregon, while his uncles still live in Michigan. So right now they are on a FaceTime call. Or like for when this story takes place, it probably would be Zoom. Or like, what's that one called? I'm gonna start with like the S or something. Skype. I feel like as soon as I learned how to use Skype, it went out of style. Now we have a fancy one. I think it was all them scams that was happening on Skype, because during 2020-ish or like 2018-ish, I was getting a lot of job scams because I was signing up for those work from home jobs, because I had a work from home job, and it was driving me crazy. And them scammers had me going. I'm like, well, okay, the pay going crazy. This is crazy. Yes, I want to make such and such amount. Yes, I want to make my own hours. Like, it wasn't even like a sales job. It was just a straight up scam. That's probably, bad business for real for Skype. Or maybe Skype turned into Zoom. I don't know. But I gotta learn the lore of, what happened to Skype. Because a lot of people used it for like business, and if they, sorry, crack my neck. If they don't have like an iPhone where they can FaceTime the other person, that was a good way to connect visually with other people. Do y'all remember Skype? Who used Skype? Let me know. Who used Skype? What color shirt should he have? It's not like y'all can really reply. I'm feeling something outside of this color palette, so we'll blend in. So let's do a gray or a white, perhaps. Gonna put that under it. Oh, gray. Still gonna look at my skin color. And it became a little lighter than Sage. I don't know. Oh, crap. You see, I'm being lazy with the outline. Mind you, I didn't have to make one a whole color palette. I wish they had like come inside just because he only got 2 panels in this whole chapter. We're not going to see Uncle again. Not right now. Not in this chapter. But I'm extra. And I'm on camera. And I want to make my life a little easier because, you know, I straight up forget. So this will help me be consistent for the next chapters. And I won't have to do a color pick. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. It's oddly quiet. You see why I have this already ready before I get on here? Think. Let's do an orange. Maybe a red. Yeah, like a pale red. Perhaps. Okay, that's not bad, guys. That's not bad, guys. That looks pretty okay. It looks pretty solid. Cause you know, this not the uncle show. You know, it's not about him. And besides, he's not a fashionista. He don't care what he got on. Neither do y'all. Let's put him on my uncle fit in his late 40s type of jam. Ooh, somebody's out of school. Listen, it might get a little rowdy, you know. Kids around here, yeah, they stip stomp. Ooh. My dog don't like that. My dog don't like that at all. Misty, who's stip stomping around here, girl? Just checking out the scenery. When it comes to little small things like this, I just color drop it. Sue me. You sue me. It's a little thing. You know, make it a little bit off white. That'll make a perfect tea. Look at you. Imperfection. Okay, guys. Why did I put the hair on top? You need to be in the back. Dang nabbit. This is all I do. Correct my problems. This takes over the time. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Sage isn't the only one in his family with like hazel, amber-ish eyes. His family tends to have that too, because this is his maternal uncle on his mother's side, and his mother has the same colored eyes as he does. Okay, coming together. There's also like a chibi version of his uncle too. Listen, guys, I didn't feel like making a fully finished version for 2 panels that he's gonna be in. No. The seagulls. All right. Bring that down. I could do that yet. Bring that up. like the inside of the mouth have like this dark color. Take it. It matches his shirt. Can't have that, can we? Okay. I'm trying to find an in-between color.
Playing from Reese S22 Plus.
Jesus.